Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Galahad Dane and welcome to my Crusader Kings 2 guide in which I teach you how to play different facets of Crusader Kings in 10 minutes or less. Now today we are going to be going over the character interface. Now Crusader Kings 2 has a lot of buttons and it's very scary to get into Crusader Kings 2 in the beginning because it's so overwhelming. So today let's go over each interface here and let's make it easier for you. Let's start off from the top left. You have your character here. If you click on him and this whole menu pops up and you can see different things here. Now you have your main character, you have your liege. As you can see here, we are playing as Duke Pierre of Savoy, and our liege is Kaiser Heinrich IV of the Holy Roman Empire. So right next to us is our wife, so that's that. Our heir is the person who will inherit our titles. As you can see, we have a daughter, and you can have different interactions with people in Crusader Kings 2. So if you right click on me, I can like do different things, and you right click on my wife, I can like award her an honorary title, send her a gift, whatnot have you. So this is a game about interaction between medieval feudal lords. Other than that, you have your coat of arms of your house. We are from House de Savoy. There's that. If you click on that, like your whole house family tree pops up and you can take a look at it that way. You have your family tree and your realm tree underneath that. Then you have your culture, which is French Latin culture. You have your religion and what type of lord you are. We are a feudal lord. So underneath that you have three more things. You have a treasury, your bloodline, great works, and leading armies. Now these things are pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go too much into detail in this video, but this is basically a general navigation guide as to what thing is where. We have our traits here. Underneath that we have the modifiers, whether it be a positive modifier or a negative modifier, and underneath that at the very bottom is our titles. These are all the titles that you own. In Crusader Kings you can own more than one title, just in real medieval times. Underneath that you have a couple of more menus that you can go through. You have the family menu, that is your family, your relations, who are your extended family, your vassals, your court, the different pacts and alliances that you might have with characters, and characters that you have sent abroad. Now on the very top you have your council, which I have mentioned in another video, and do check out that video. It's a detailed in-depth guide to your council. You have your minor titles, which you can award to your nobles in your realm. You have the different laws in the realm. You have your state technology. The military tab allows you to raise and distribute your armies around the realm. Your intrigue menu is where you will be spending a lot of time in, as you can make a lot of decisions based off of this. Your factions is whether you are joining a faction against your liege, or if you are the leader of that faction or whatnot have you. This is for that. And your religion tab is where you can basically help manipulate the papacy and do all that good stuff. Societies is not part of the DLC, as this game that we are playing is the one without the DLC. So other than that, you have a couple of notifications that pop up here from time to time. Now, this notifications is better to deal with these notifications as soon as possible. As you can see, we have a couple of claims here. We can press a claim on Aquitaine, and we can press a claim on Poitou. We can pick an ambition, which is right here on the very top, which allows you to make different decisions in the long run. We can press de jure ducal claims. We have special minor titles to grant out, and it's telling us that our council members are idle because we haven't done anything with them as yet. On the top here is basically telling you about different statistics about your realm, your wealth, which is your ducats, your prestige, your piety. I know it says demesne here, but it's pronounced domain, so it tells you how much land you can hold. You have your vassal limit, which is 1 out of 23. You have Duke Pierre of Savoy and the other lords underneath him, that are 9. And you have your score throughout the game of Crusader Kings 2. This here allows you to pause and unpause the game and increase the speed and decrease it. It's very self-explanatory. These here are other notifications. Some are high priority messages, while some is low priority messages. This menu right here shows you your domain and whatnot, and you can toggle this on and off. I usually don't deal with this. Now this menu right here at the very bottom is where your minimap is, and this is a very important menu, and I encourage you to use this all the time. It has different modes right here. The terrain mode is basically landed terrain. You have your realm map mode, which you always want to be on, which helps clean up the map and distinguish different kingdoms and realms from one another. Diplomatic relations, which shows you the relations around. Your religion, self-explanatory. Different cultures. Your economy tab. Your de jure duchies, which shows you the different duchies and counts and all different vassals around you. Your de jure kingdoms, which is basically how the kingdoms should be after everything is established. Your de jure empires, again same like kingdoms. And your local risk, whether it is high, whether it is low, the exact percentage. Then you have your dynasties here, and this shows you like what type of dynasties are ruling the world as of right now. You have opinions, what people think of you, if they like you or not. You have your direct vassals, the people who are underneath you. And then you have your trade zones, which doesn't help too much, but if you're playing Merchant Republics, then you might need to use this. You have your different government types, your defensive pacts, which are basically people who are your allies, and your epidemics. This is mostly used for the for the Reaper's Due DLC, if I'm not mistaken. But since we don't have any DLC, we don't need to bother about that. But this tells you the different type of epidemic, whether it's consumption or camp fever, what have you. Underneath that, you have the minimap here, and if I move here on the minimap, you can see I'm moving around the world. I don't use this too much unless I have to send somebody over to Byzantium. And underneath that, you have your main menu, which pops up right here. You can close that from there. And you have your ledger, as you can see, right here at the bottom. This has different information for you here on your domain and whatnot. You have your go to home province, so if you're ever lost, click on this and it'll take you right back to where you were. Find title or region. This helps you locate something that you're looking for. Or you could have, if you want to find characters, you can press that here when you want to invite somebody into your court. And you can do a lot of things here. These things are pretty self-explanatory. I will be going in depth into these in future videos, so don't worry about that. And you can zoom in and out of your map. So that covers the user interface. And yeah, hopefully this guide helped you out. And welcome to Crusader Kings 2. I will see you next time.